Come on, Drake.
We're finna go through all of this.
Yeah, we're finna go through everything, nigga. This is important.
Hey, I could never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
Stop it. I can never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand. Let's talk about it. Drake responds to Future, who seemed to go after Drake on "We Don't Trust You," the title of track's Future's. The title track of Future's 2024 collab album with Metro Boomin, where he rapped, you a nigga number one fan, dog sneak dissing, I don't understand, dog pillow talking, acting like a fed dog, I don't need another fake friend, dog, can't be about a hoe, cause we sharing, dog, in your feelings, nigga. Is it okay? In your feelings, nigga, why you playing, dog? Drake claps back by insisting that he was the one who granted Future his first song to chart number one, which is true. Drake's Way Too Sexy from his 2021 project Certified Lover Boy was the first song featuring Future to top the Billboard 100. That's the future. Come on, DOA music. Oh, God, nigga. Oh, fucking God, nigga. Nigga.
Drake is bringing up numbers, and just because he is capable of helping other people get hits does not mean that he's not a groupie ass nigga. He is literally everybody's number one fan. He's Ice Spice's number one fan. He's Sexy Red number one fan. Like, anybody who's hot, Drake is immediately in their face and is associating with them. So just because he helps them get number ones doesn't mean that Drake's not a groupie bitch.
What would characterize a number one fan to you, Janae?
What do you mean?
What characterizes a number one fan?
Have you not seen the rollout that he's been on with Sexy Red?
Right, but a number
he
one...
is everybody's number one fan.
Right, but a number one fan...
He is everyone's number one fan.
Right, but a number one fan would suggest the fact that they would continue to, you know, support them and be at every event and everything that they do, right?
Not necessarily.
No, that's not what a number one fan does.
You can be number one. So when you have a number one hit on Billboard, does it stay number one forever?
No.
It only has to be a number one for 1 week.
No, but we're talking about charts.
No,
We're talking about
number one.
We're talking about charts. We're not talking about fans.
I'm talking about being a number one fan. You only have to be a number one fan for 1 week, for a day, right? It doesn't matter. That
wouldn't be a number one fan. That would be a fickle fan.
No, it wouldn't be.
Why?
Because when we're talking about being number one, as long as it's happened for a moment, the way that he goes on fucking political campaigns to be on some new artist's dick, Drake is the number one dick rider and number one groupie.
The number one dick rider and number one groupie is different from a number one fan.
What do you think a groupie is? A groupie is just a fan.
Right, a fan, but not a number one fan.
He be people's number one fan.
The number one fan, the loyal fan, it's not necessary. Okay, so if there's a number one fan and if
so
that's
how do you address the fact that Drake will be seen in public supporting and on like smiling in people's faces for whatever period of time?
I can consider them. Right.
He is a groupie.
I can consider them.
I think it's interesting that he's saying I could never be anybody's number one fan when he has groupie behavior in the public eye. That's all I'm saying.
That's not a number one fan.
It's not as hard of a bar as it looks like. Okay, so he's a number one fickle ass groupie. That's crazy. That's even worse. That's worse.
Right. But let's okay. So with the admittance of him being a number one fickle ass groupie, that is a complete separation as opposed to a number one fan. A number one fan is somebody that follows them, that is somebody that continues to follow them and follows their music and continues to be around them, etc., etc. That is not Drake. Drake is somebody that definitely attaches to somebody who's popular, but I wouldn't consider that as being somebody's number one fan.
Your point is, it doesn't matter. It's still groupie behavior. Like, you're like, oh, well, he's not a fan because he's not loyal. That's worse.
Okay. All right. We'll go. We can go after. We ain't even get past the first line of it yet, dog. Okay.
Let's. Can already tell we're gonna be here for a long time.
Yes, let's do it. I love this shit. Oh my god.
Next bar.
Okay, next bar. Let's get it.
Can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker, y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone.
All right. Stop it.
His bars are stupid.
That nigga said he got friends on.
Jesus. Okay. All right, here we go. You pussies can't get. But wait a minute. Let's go to the chat. So DOA Music said that's the future. DOA Music says all facts from here. Live with Lamar says she got a fact. Janae, what you just said. He said that you got a fact. Point. Live with Lamar, LMAO, Janae hot. I don't think she hot. I think she just stating her opinion on how she feel.
I am hot. Thank you, Lamar.
Oh damn. Okay, well she is hot. She's feeling away right now.
I'm talking about my attractiveness. I am hot.
Oh, there you go. Right now. There it is right now. The attractiveness. There it is. DOA Music got the frog face. Live with Lamar said, yeah, she is. He means she's passionate. Yeah, that's right. We're both passionate people when it comes down to this music shit. You know what I'm saying? I love this.
Like Drake. I think Drake is a bitch.
Right, and I'm also going to fend for Drake because I think Drake is one of the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna. So naturally, there's gonna be a conflict here, and I fucking love it.
But on top of that, being like the you pussies can't get booked outside of America. First of all, in the music industry, it's easier.
It's easier for international.
So it's like that's a terrible thing to say. Like,
yeah.
For example, Pusha T has an amazing global career.
If anything, you'll have more people that come out for your international shows than it is your domestic shows.
Right. So like it sounded hot when you thought about it, but also whatever.
It's eh.
I
will agree with that bar.
Hide it, Lamar. I don't try and hide it at all.
Yeah, it's very obvious you don't like Drake. Yeah. She don't. Yeah, she don't like that nigga. It's been written in stone for sure. Swole, I know we only got past 2 lines. Mm-hmm. How you feel?
I think he wants to listen to the whole song.
I mean, we this is what we're doing now. We're going bar for bar apparently.
All right.
This bar was quite mid, but I feel like the first bar was kind of like, okay, you started off kind of like you
kind of strong.
Nice jab.
Okay.
Yeah, but this was a little like, okay, that was a miss.
Oh, a miss. Okay, you pussies can't get booked outside America for 9. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. All right. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. All right. Drake says that people rely on him, and without him, many other artists would not be getting the same level of attention or streams as they are getting now. However, Drake states that they are behind closed doors with some people who throw shots at him and are friendly to him despite the beef they portray to the public. Wow, the line also references Alphaville's 80s hit song Big in Japan. God damn, that's fire. That's kind of fire. Here's the thing. Now, when let's go back to COVID days, bro. Let's go back to COVID days. Mm-hmm. When niggas was doing the 20 versus 20 hit songs, top hit songs. You know what I'm saying? What was the shit? The battle.
Versus.
The verses.
Mm-hmm.
When niggas had put out they like big hit. When niggas put out they, all right, I'm gonna get them with this one. Who was the feature?
There were a decent amount of people who did that, but I don't think that was most people. Because there was like Ludacris, Nelly, Gucci, Jeezy. I mean, it was a lot, and it was fucking Keith Sweat. It was a lot of niggas on there. But there was one particular event where all of his shit was Drake shit, though.
Whose was that?
I forgot whose that was, though.
If you look at a lot of the people, and this was the narrative that pretty much was like given and known when it came down to the majority of the people when it came down to the verses, is that Drake has his footprint amongst a lot of generations when it comes down to the artists that were.
I wouldn't say it was a lot,
but not a lot of the verses artists. Like some of them, maybe
it was one particular
for the producers.
That was one particular artist.
But like Drake doesn't have any songs with like Ludacris or Nelly.
Or
right, he doesn't have any
Monica
songs
or
with
Brandy.
Or Monica or Brandy, or Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. What are the other verses that came out? I watched every single verse, so like you can't play with me on Drake's
Bow Wow and who
Bow
Wow go with?
So maybe when you're talking about producers, maybe those are notable hits. But when we start actually talking about like the artists that were on verses, a lot of these people had careers prior to Drake being even relevant.
So we're not finna talk about the impact that Drake has had on some of these artists' careers when it comes down to the verses and the impact that he's had?
Which artists are you talking about specifically on verses? Because me and Sean just named like 7 artists back to back that Drake has not collaborated with for real.
Yeah. Say that again. Back to back?
Yeah, okay.
The subconscious is already
made up that term.
Back to back. The subconscious is already in niggas' minds. That's crazy.
Drake named the song after the idea.
Right. But I will say there was one particular artist on Versus who had it was maybe 5 or 6 of his songs was Drake collabs.
Well, which artist?
But I forgot who that was though. It was just one person though. I forgot who it was.
I don't know which one it was, but I know Rick Ross was.
Rick Ross never did a versus?
He did. He did one against 2 Chainz.
Was that one of the verses? Because they were off.
Yeah, because he actually had his women come in and give him a massage, and it was a viral moment.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Rick Ross was definitely one.
That wasn't even one of the heavy hitter ones. It was a good one.
That was a good one. I don't know what's considered a heavy hitter one or what's not. But I know Rick Ross. I know.
Numbers for that. We could actually look at the numbers for
2 Chainz for real. I wouldn't want to continue to go through all the verses or whatever the case is. But I say all of that to say that Drake has a
very widespread statement that was just incorrect, and we just proved it wrong. That's all.
No, so I will say this. I think that you guys proved it wrong in the sense of the later generations when it comes down to. When it comes down to the later generations, but I'm talking about
was based off of.
Right, but
that use verses as an example.
No, because if you look at the people that were in the verses, it's not just limited to only the later generations. It's very much so limited to the people that were in the 2010s and the 2000s. That's a lot. I don't know if I want to do all that, but.
Well, you don't want the facts because you want to be able to make a general statement that's not true, which is saying that Drake had a huge impact on the majority of the songs that were on Versus, and those were the heavy hitter songs, and that may have been true for a couple of artists. You're making a general statement that's not true, and then when we try and bring up the facts, you're like, well, I don't want to actually look into the facts. That's crazy.
Well, you looked into the facts when it came down to the later artists, but we're not looking into the facts when it comes down to the niggas.
Later artists.
The Jill Scotts that was in the 1990s, and
the Versus was based off of
which is
Legacy X. That's the point. Why did you use Versus as an example if it's not true?
Because he's been embedded into the artists that have been in the 2000s and the 2010s. Is that not the situation? Is that not
the?
Is that not?
You're talking about Versus. Most of the artists who were booked on Versus are not from the late 2000s and 2010s. Most of them are not.
So let's talk about the influence that Drake has had when it comes down to the artists when it comes from recent. You
shouldn't have used Versus as the example. Because when we go to the top verses, Gladys Knight versus Patti LaBelle, Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott, RZA versus DJ Premier, when we're talking about Raekwon versus Ghostface, D'Angelo and Friends, so that wasn't even a versus. Earth, Wind & Fire versus the Isley Brothers, E40 and Too Short. These people Drake has nothing to do with the Brandy versus Monica. Drake has nothing to do with these careers. Redman versus Method Man. There's a lot of people who've had full-blown careers that Drake has nothing to do with. Gucci Man versus Jeezy.
All right.
So Timbaland.
All right. So here is
Dog versus DMX. So just say that you were wrong.
Right.
And
okay.
Then we can move on.
All right. So
I will continue to eat you up with more facts.
So here's the thing. I will say that you are completely right in that regard. You are completely right in that regard. But we're not gonna talk about the landscape in where hip hop is now. No.
That's not. It has nothing to do with verses.
Yeah, and I acknowledge that. But we're not talking about the landscape and where hip hop and rap and R&B is now.
Alicia Keys versus John Legend.
So we not using verses no more. Is what you're saying?
So then we can move on.
We can definitely move on. But I'm not.
That's all I want to do.
Right, but we're not gonna talk about the fact that he has influence on where Drake is now. Is what I'm saying. Is that par for the course or no?
So we'll just be specific. He talking about Drake and Future. Drake's contribution to Future's career.
Drake's contribution to the landscape of hip hop and where it's at now.
I mean, yeah, he has influence for sure.
There's an influence there.
Right.
Yeah.
So and that's what I'm saying. I acknowledge so Versus was a bad example. I give y'all that. You know what I'm saying? I ate y'all up in all the other topics, but when it comes down to Versus, I give y'all that.
You're wild.
overall, when it comes down to the landscape of everything else, nigga, Drake is obviously in the forefront. Clearly. All right. Well, let's get to the next.
Lamar said the fact we only heard the first line is crazy.
I know it's wild.
All right, let's go on.
Goodness great. But this is, I think this, okay, yeah, we're going to the next line. All right. Jesus Christ.
But take no chain off of us. How the fuck you be stepping with a size 7 men's on?
Damn. We know what that means.
Bruh.
We know what that means.
These fucking elementary lines.
We know what that means. Come on.
We know what that means.
Yeah.
But that's so lame.
Dog.
You're short.
All right. Okay.
Your feet are small.
Right.
Okay, nigga, I still rap better than you. Like, I'm still better than, like, what you mean?
Let's listen to. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next one, but like, let's look at this in its entirety and compare it to Kendrick Lamar's verse and see which one's going crazy. I mean, if we look at the entirety of what the fuck is going on when it comes down to Kendrick Lamar's verse and Drake's dropping Gimme 50 shit, obviously
Let's just press play.
Drake.
We have Rick Ross after this.
Drake got his ass.
Okay.
That at least that's what the public opinion is saying.
So far he's called Kendrick short. Okay, let's move on.
This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. This top told you drop it, give me 50 like some push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. Stop it.
First off.
Double line fucking Tandra right there, nigga.
First off, he said, I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. It is infamously known that he had Pusha T's picture on the wall when he was making his diss towards Pusha T to try to like give him motivation and inspiration to say some crazy shit about this nigga just to make him mad and shit. So he did that.
Okay.
He's projecting.
Exactly.
Okay, but it's a projected thing that he is putting on his enemies that he feels as though that they're doing too. He's literally stapling his impact and who he is as an artist because he knows the impact that he has as an artist.
This is insane.
He's daydreaming about people looking at him the same way he looked at Pusha T. Okay, move on.
Right. What's wrong with that?
It's not actually.
I understand that Pusha T did what he did, and I don't know the validity of what Swole said. But even if that's the case,
why are you allowed to just say whatever the fuck you want? But then when Sean says something, we're not sure whether or not it's valid.
I'm not saying that it's not.
You just said that. You just said that you're questioning.
No. I didn't say that. You putting words in my mouth. No. You putting words in my mouth. I didn't say whether or not that's true or not. But even if that's the case, then that's the situation. And Drake is projecting on what he feels about what his enemies are doing, and if the enemies are doing that exact same thing, it's just reflective of the impact that Drake has had. I feel like Drake right now, nigga, it's 2v2, it's 1v2 right now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. I'ma stand tall, nigga. I'ma stand on my shit.
That's what you want to do, align yourself with Drake.
Oh God.
Okay.
That's kind of crazy.
Feel me?
So
I'm going to stand on my shit.
Go to the next bar because he's talking shit about people's.
Wait a minute, no. Let's not. It's because he light skinned. On God, that's facts. But then also too, he said, "Cause Top told you to drop and give me 50 like some push-ups." Okay, that's a double entendre. Drop and give me 50. We all know what the fuck that is. That's push-ups. That's working out or whatever the case is. Now, drop and give me 50 is used as double entendre. In one case, Drake implies that at least 50% of Kendrick's music goes to Anthony Top Tiffis, the CEO of former label Top Dog Entertainment, extorted throughout his music career. Drop this verse when I tell you give me 50% of publishing. And in the other case, it is also a phrase used to instruct someone to do drop 50, give 50%. This means that anytime Kendrick has to say anything towards Drake, he has to give Top 50%. God damn. God damn.
So
he gotta give Top 50% just to diss Drake? Oh!
Okay, so how many labels was Drake signed to in his career? Young Money, that was signed to Cash Money, that was signed to who, that was signed to who. Like, when you start talking about ownership of your music, I don't know if Drake is necessarily the best person to be talking shit.
He's not necessarily the best parking to be talking shit. But let's talk about in comparison to where Kendrick is and where Drake is, right? Do you think that Kendrick has more leverage over Drake, or does Drake have more leverage over Kendrick when it comes down to negotiations and public and contracting and stuff like that? You're a lawyer, you know. What? Who you think? Do you think?
I think first off,
Go ahead,
when they negotiated, what leverage did they have when they negotiated? You talking about leverage today, not leverage when they negotiated.
Okay,
two different situations.
Right, but we're talking about. But the beef is not happening when they negotiated. The beef is happening
but
today.
But the 50% happened when they had to negotiate.
Right, because Kendrick Lamar is no longer under that deal with TDE. And he also has ownership in TDE.
Right. He's with PG Lane now,
which he owns.
Even though he had to give TDE money, Kendrick is going to be getting paid from what TDE does long after he's left TDE because he has ownership interest in that label.
When you leave a label, does that mean that the ownership or publishing or whatever the situation is no longer associated with you and your publishing and all the stuff that you got going on?
Your new music that Kendrick has, no longer, TDE does not get paid off of anything new that Kendrick makes.
Where do you
think Drake's old music is today? Who do you think owns Drake's old music?
What new has Kendrick published since he left TDE? I'll wait.
Why does that matter?
Because he's not getting as much money as he's getting because he hasn't purchased that much. He hasn't made as much music after he left TDE because the last thing that he did after he left TDE was Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Everything that he's done before then, Damn, Section 80, To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, etc., all goes to TDE. Woo!
But you know he owns PG Lane, right?
And you also know that he has interest in TDE, and on top of that, who owns Drake's music? How many labels was Drake signed to?
A lot.
Exactly.
But let's talk. But let's talk about where we at now when it comes down to what Drake or the leverage that Drake has and the leverage that Kendrick Lamar has.
Leverage. We're not talking about leverage. We're talking about percentage ownership in your own music. Mm-hmm. He's saying, "Oh my gosh, 50%." If Drake received 50% of his own income, he would be way more rich than he is today.
He's a billionaire.
And he would be a multi-billionaire.
He probably is.
If he received 50% of his income.
Drake
Drake is worth way more than what he's receiving. When you are
I agree.
When you are signed or have signed to a label that's owned by 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 a label, you cannot talk shit about somebody else only having 50% ownership, because that JV partnership deal that Kendrick had with TDE still gives him way more ownership in his music. Kendrick doesn't have to be as successful as Drake because he makes more money off of his music. Don't get into an argument with me about legal stuff and ownership.
Where are the facts in the sense of where Drake is and where Kendrick Lamar is in terms of leverage when it comes down to
he didn't
what
talk
niggas
about
got
leverage.
What niggas
He's
got to say.
Talking about the percentage ownership in music. He said, "Drop and give me 50." That is 50% ownership. Drake owns less than 50% ownership in his own music.
How do you know that?
Because he's signed to 4 different people.
How do you know that? Here's the thing: we don't know where Drake's contract negotiations is in terms of the references to like all of his record labels, etc., etc. So if he says drop and give me 50, then that has to be in relevance to what Kendrick Lamar is doing, as opposed to where his situation is in terms of his contract. If Drake is very calculated, he's not gonna say some shit in reference to what he's doing if it doesn't appeal to where he's at in terms of where his contract is.
Yes, he literally has, and he literally does. We just went up when he's talking about people posting their photo on the wall when he's the one who did that. He will literally say a bar because it's snappy that cuts him too. He just did it.
I think that we got to see if that's the case. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, dog. I think we got to see if that's the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? So boom. All right, let's look at the chat. All right, so Swole Hockey, a dark skinned nigga. He say you a dark skinned nigga. Lamar said, wait. said, wait, what? Shit, y'all know y'all facts. I'm
you
glad
read
y'all
that Drake mid. Not gonna lie though.
Oh, what is that? Drake mid. Not going. T. I don't know what T.
I think it was LT.
It has to be LT. Yeah, Drake man. Not gonna lie though. All right, shit, y'all know y'all facts. I'm glad y'all are well versed in this convo. Janae talking facts though because shit ties under UMG. She De La says fair point. UMG and Young Money apparently. What are the odds that y'all be listening to a song I made? You didn't make this. Yeah, he skipped over that Drake comment. I sure did. I didn't see it, but you know I'm naturally biased. Natural selection. You know what I'm saying? Or no, selective. Not listening, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, absolutely. You what do you expect me to do? You expect me to just tie into to these anti-Drake fans, nigga? Drake, I'm not gonna fucking do it, bro. Ask y'all to listen to his song.
A new deal in 2022.
Huh?
Drake also had to sign a new deal in 2022.
Right. To UMG.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I know about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So when we're talking about Kendrick also getting out of his deal, Drake also just had to get out of his deal. That means that he was under Young Money, Cash Money, and the other 4 labels that Cash Money was under with until 2022.
Right. But if we're talking about the beef that's applying to today and where negotiations are today, then obviously whatever he did was in reference.
Today, Kendrick Lamar doesn't have to give 50% today.
But obviously it's in reference. How do you know that?
Because he's out of his deal with TDE. It's public.
Okay, but even though he's out of his deal with TDE doesn't mean that he's not necessarily tied to 50% of TDE. He could still be tied to 50%. No. If that is a no.
Now you're just making shit up.
I'm not.
You are.
No. You know why? Because
he's out of his deal.
No, because if that's the case, then why are niggas complaining about their masters after they're not even affiliated or associated with Interscope or UMG? Huh?
Not Kendrick. Kendrick not complaining about his masters publicly.
Right. That doesn't. But
you said niggas though.
Right.
We're talking about Drake and Kendrick.
Okay, but even if Kendrick is not complaining about his masters publicly, that doesn't necessarily mitigate the fact that he's not associated with TDE and him getting 50% of the masters after him getting out of the deal with TDE. That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? So
fast, so it doesn't make any sense.
How does it not?
Once your agreement with your label is over, you no longer have to deliver any projects to that label. They no longer have any entitlement into ownership in your music.
If you are not affiliated with a label after you get through with that label, does that mean that that your masters are now that you now have entitled to all your masters?
I don't understand your question.
If you let me
Are you asking if Kendrick's old music is still with TDE?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think Drake's old music is?
It could be with Universal or whoever.
So then why are you bringing up things like they only affect Kendrick Lamar? Also Kendrick Lamar's deal where he's receiving 50% of his music is still a better deal than what Drake had prior to 2022.
How do we know that?
Because Kendrick was receiving 50%. And Drake was signed to 4 different labels. There's no way he was receiving 50%. Any knowledge at all about the standard label deal, majority of label deals, and even a high-level artist is only receiving 20% of their masters. So that's how I know. Even if he signed directly to Interscope, he was only going to receive 20% of his masters. So a Kendrick Lamar JV deal with TDE is going to be better terms than whatever he was under prior to 2022. So that's why I'm saying Drake is talking about shit that he had. That's not a diss coming from Drake because, nigga, what does your paperwork look like?
I think that's what we got to see. I think we got to see what Kendrick... I think we got to see what Kendrick Lamar say to Drake after this shit, because I think that's really gonna. And I also will say this: I think Kendrick Lamar is finna go stupid.
Okay. All I want to say,
I think his diss track that he's gonna come through with Drake is going to be like fucking nuclear. I think K-Dot is finna go dummy.
I would say Drake is actually this would be kind of smart. This is a political tactic. Mm-hmm. When you say very simple statements that the general public can understand, and
And niggas is not gonna look into
exactly. This is what Donald Trump does. Actually, he'll say wild shit, but niggas will rally around it. And believe it because they're not gonna look into the facts.
Of what's going on.
That's what he's doing. Yeah, so far at least.
Yeah, that's valid.
It's kind of smart because most people are just lazy and they're not gonna look into it.
And they're not gonna look into all that shit. But I do remember. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. When Drake did say this line, I remember specifically when Pusha T said, "You signed the one nigga that signed the two niggas that signed the three niggas. Now that's bad luck." I remember
that's Young Money being signed to Cash Money.
Yeah. For sure. You know I'm just playing devil's advocate. I know what you're talking about. I'm just being the fucking demon right now. Here's the thing.
I'm happy that you understand that being affiliated with Drake is being a demon. Thank you for saying that.
Of course. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna still be a demon. Here's the thing. I ain't gonna stop. Now, I know that specifically, but I love this. This shit is all right. We haven't even got. All right, here we go.
It's gonna be the whole stream. This is the rest of the stream.
Low key. Okay, here we go. No, wait.
Right, next line.
Okay, next line.
For you, cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract, cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip.
Oh!
Better do.
Oh, shit! Pull up the SpongeBob meme. Pull up
my pants.
Pull up the SpongeBob meme, nigga. 50%.
No.
Kendrick ain't even diss Drake unless he gotta get 50% the top. Insane, dog.
In 2022, it was rumored Drake signed to Universal Music for UMG for $500 million whilst being able to keep all his 400.
400.
Well, I'm saying what's published is 400.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Was being able to keep all his masters. Drake seemingly confirmed his record deal in his song Major Distribution, $500 million just for Aubrey. Drake states that other artists do not have his same freedom and privileges, making him curious to see their contracts to see how much the splits are, as multiple artists have been joining and dissing, leading to an increase in their attention and streams. Drake is seemingly hinting that they are doing it to make more money so that they can pay back their labels.
Like, okay, you're talking very tough for someone who just got free 2 years ago, nigga.
I mean, that's the homie Drake, man.
Kendrick also got free from TDE, so it's like that's why he has to generalize his shot, right? It can't be just directed at Kendrick because Kendrick is out his TDE deal.
I think he can.
So now he has to generalize it. Now he needs to be talking about Future and other people because he's saying no longer applies to Kendrick. You just got free in 2022.
Yeah, I think he can generalize his shot because he knows that there's nobody in the industry, or at least he believes that there's nobody in the industry that's rivaling where he is right now in terms of leverage when it comes down to contract negotiations.
I think that he definitely has an incredible amount of leverage, for sure.
Yeah. Swole.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50.
He crazy for sure.
You better. All right, you better not do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Drop and give him 50 mean 50%, which meaning that, nigga, if you want to diss Drake, you got to give top 50%. God damn.
I feel like Drake is dissing himself.
God damn.
He's trying to talk about the fact
you
that
better
Kendrick
drop
has
and give
had
him 50.
mainstream collaborations as far as like with Maroon 5 and Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Like that somehow makes Kendrick less of who he is. Like Drake doesn't collab with who he collabs with and does commercials like he's done.
But we not finna see
Drake is the most mainstream rapper. Like,
exactly.
You
so
better
it's
say that. You better say that, Swole. That's facts.
It's crazy to be like, haha, like you did a mainstream hit. You went and collab with Maroon 5. Haha, you collab with Taylor Swift. Like, you are already
that nigga. Yeah, go ahead. Let him know.
You're already watered down.
What?
You are already the person who like maneuvers between genres as far as being pop, So, like, to accuse Kendrick, like, you've done pop collaborations, like, okay, this coming from Drake.
He's saying that you've got to do pop collaborations because he already knows who he is in terms of his influence and his numbers and his popularity and what he does whenever he gets on features. And so he needs and so the people, his enemies, his ops need to go ahead and collaborate with somebody that's pop so that they can get their shit up. But he don't need to do that because he's already the top nigga. What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck?
I didn't know Future had a song with Maroon 5 and Taylor Swift too.
Did he? Wait, did he? Did they?
Apparently, he did a song with Taylor Swift called Endgame and a song with Maroon 5 called Cold.
Wow.
Now, I ain't gonna cap. That's kind of cool, cause he basically was like, "Oh, both of y'all collab with Taylor Swift and Maroon 5," and kind of. I mean, the bar wasn't that cool, but it could have been cooler.
But it was in reference to like what they have already done, and so that was kind of.
It's like two birds with one stone. I just did both of y'all the same thing.
It's clever. I just think
that was
it's
clever.
hollow.
Yeah, he could have definitely did that better, but like. The idea behind it is kind of cool.
Yeah. It worked. It worked. Yeah. That's why Drake the GOAT.
Would you mind just bringing that wine bottle over here at this point? Cause
it's gonna be a long night, huh?
Thank you, bro.
There you go, buddy. Okay, let's keep going, guys.
It's just like, okay, so Drake has collabed with Justin Bieber. Like, what are we talking about?
Yes, sir. We fucking on the chocolate chip cookies gang. We fucking with the chocolate chip cookies gang. Do we have? Oh, we had Oreo cookies. I mean, if Zog, you know we always be eating on Oreo. You don't have Oreos, do you? We always be eating on Oreo cookies. Damn, do you have any tequila?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Not at all. Are we going to the next bar?
Yep, let's go to the next bar.
Pip squeak, pipe down. You ain't in no big three. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down.
Oh, like shit.
Boy, you in a scope right now.
Woo! You in a scope right now. Interscope. That's the label. Interscope. That's in reference to 50% Interscope. SZA got you wiped down. I'm pretty sure that's like, I mean, well, we all know that SZA is in reference to TDE, and so that's what that means. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. That's a shot to Travis and 21 Savage.
I don't know what he means by wiped.
Yeah, let's see what let's see what that's.
What does he mean by that?
Yeah, let's see. What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, let's put that in. Here we go.
Got him.
Oh, wrong one.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah. What do you mean by that? All right. Let's look at what this is. On Drake's 2023 J. Cole assisted collaborative track, First Person Shooter, J. Cole asks who's the GOAT, greatest of all time of the music industry, in between him and Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Is it K-Dot or is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started to leave, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali, so that was a shot towards Drake. Towards J. Cole. I don't know about that one. Oh, God. Because I heard that he also took shots at J. Cole in this verse, too, as well. And that's not... Damn. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. Okay. Kendrick Lamar, however, in this controversial Future 2024 hit Like That. Oh, that's not it. Clap back at Cole and Drake for mocking all the dogs. Okay, that's not it. Yeah, we ain't reading all that. Drake states that fellow artists SZA, Travis Scott, and 21 Savage have all wiped out Kendrick, slang for destroying or passing something, like alluding to billboard placements. What?
No, he's wrong.
Drake states that fellow artist SZA, Travis Scott.
So he's saying that he was surpassed by SZA, Travis Scott, and Savage. Like, okay, like maybe they have more like Spotify listeners or something, or maybe they've had better hits, but like as far as like careers, I'm gonna have to say that like Kendrick just was choosing to not put out music. And
I see what he's saying right here.
I think I'm having a hard time trying to understand what that was.
Well, it's like they outsold him, I guess, is
basically.
The point. But it's like,
they all outsold Kendrick.
He's making a numbers argument, but it's like, okay.
Okay, you can make that numbers argument. I get that, but let's look. But then also, and here's where I don't necessarily agree with this bar specifically. If that's what he's alluding to, is that we can look at Travis, we can look at SZA, we can look at whoever 21 Savage, we can look at all that. in terms of the numbers. But if we look at the prestige of Kendrick Lamar in comparison to SZA, Travis, and Savage, we all know that Kendrick Lamar is miles ahead of all of them. No disrespect. I think they're all great artists. But we all know
that was just a weak bar.
That one doesn't hit. That one, You know what I'm saying? I know he dissing, but like that one is You feel me? That's where I'm at with it. But Swole?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, like your label boy, you in the scope right now. That was kind of clever. Drake cleverly uses the double entendre in the scope, Interscope. Interscope Records is the label that Kendrick Lamar has been signed to since 2012. Being Interscope is context. Yeah, I got that. Yeah. And now he's taking shots at Kendrick. So.
Yep.
That's cute.
Yep. All right, let's keep going.
Oh, and then he goes Aftermath. That's cute too.
It's like, isn't it like, is Drake signed to a label as well though? So it's like.
Correct.
Yeah, no, he definitely is.
Like, ooh, you have a label. So do you.
Bro, I'm scared to go get food and get skipped. Can I make grilled cease? Can I make a grilled cheese cease at least right quick?
For sure.
Yeah, you definitely can. We'll. I'm pretty sure we'll get into another argument before you do. Before you come back.
There we go.
You gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just.
We know the aftermath.
We know. I mean, at the top of the mountain, it's obvious. Like he obviously gets some more numbers. He's the best. He's the top of the food chain. That's very interesting. With 13 number one skills, Drake easily hit the bit. Yeah. From the Drake double entendre. Is that he's at the top of the mountain, making fun of Kendrick Lamar's 5'6" height. I don't know if that was in reference to his height. I don't think that was that. I think he's just saying.
It's just to talk with your ass. I had to height down. That's the part where it's about his height.
Oh, okay. Just had to talk with your ass and had to height down. That's insane.
This is so like
no Diddy.
Elementary to me.
How tall?
Like this is so goofy. But
that Drake, I don't want to say that this is okay, that bar was elementary.
Yes.
But I don't think that this whole thing is elementary.
That was the other shit in the beginning.
The beginning, yes, I agree too.
Let's go to the good bars.
Had this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga?
Be ready for it.
A prince to a king, he a son, nigga.
Huh?
Get more love in the city that you from, nigga.
You want to stop right there?
Stop right there.
Okay.
So big difference between Mike then and Mike now. When Kendrick Lamar said that Prince outlived Mike Jack, I thought that was a weak bar.
I agree.
I thought that was a terrible bar.
Swole and I both said that too.
It was
Yeah.
a horrible bar.
Yeah.
Leave Prince and Michael Jackson out of it because neither of you are neither of them.
That's facts.
And
I agree.
We're not gonna sit here and debate about who's better, Prince or Michael Jackson, because neither of you can lick the bottom of their boots. Neither of you can lick the bottom of their boots.
I agree.
So his response, though, big difference between Mike then and Mike now. The what's a prince to a king, he's a son nigga, and then Michael Jackson has a son named Prince. Like,
oh wow,
that's a fire. Like that's a fire bar.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
Wait, who has a son named Prince?
Michael Jackson
There's
does.
Prince Jackson.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a fire bar.
He is son. Oh, that's insane.
That's a fire bar.
Wait, go down to it. Drake referenced to his and Kendrick Lamar's. Okay, so what's a prince to a king? He is son, nigga. Drake references his Kendrick Lamar's price comparison to two megastars being Michael Jackson and Prince. Drake had previously compared himself to Michael Jackson on First Person Shooter, where he raps, "What the fuck, bro?" Okay, of course, we know that. In a similar fashion, Kendrick likened himself to Prince on Mask Off remix. Right. Drake then acknowledges Kendrick Lamar's bar from The Future and Metro Boomin's track Like That from just 3 weeks prior when Kendrick raps, "You're the best work like Pac." Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. I remember him saying that. Kendrick is saying that Prince, who passed away in 2016, outlived Michael Jackson, who passed away in 2009, implying that Drake will not live as long as him. Drake claps back at this comment by referring to himself as a king, as Michael Jackson's nickname was the King of Pop. Kendrick Lamar's as a Prince. Kevin Lamar's prior comparisons to Prince. Drake points out that King, being the father of a prince, has more power than his son, essentially calling Kendrick a bitch. Michael Jackson also has a son named Prince Jackson.
That bar right there is probably the hardest bar in his whole song.
That was insane.
But they also should stop talking about people that they can't hold candles to. Wash your mouth.
Man, it's just.
Wash your
Whew.
mouth.
Here's the thing. While I agree with you with that statement right now, I just don't know what is going to be looked at, like how they're going to be regarded in like the next 10 to 20
It
years.
does not matter.
And the reason why I say that is because Drake right now, and I don't even know if he's past Michael Jackson in like Billboard hits or whatever the situation might be.
It doesn't matter.
But like I think, I don't know, bro.
There will be no world where Drake is ever regarded as competitive on the same level as Michael Jackson. No world.
At all?
And there is no world where, because it's the skill level. Being a rapper and making hits, okay. But the singing, the performance, the actual superstar power.
Superstardom?
Yeah, like
That Mike Jack had is uncomparable to Drake.
The world has never seen anything like it before and will never see anything like it again. And on top of that, the same for Prince. Those are two people that are so talented musically, like they are literally otherworldly. People literally said that they was transcended race.
Yeah.
No one has ever said that, even though it's
Facts.
stupid, right? Because they both identified as black, and they are both incredibly black and both very proud of their blackness.
Right.
No one has ever said that Drake or Kendrick Lamar has transcended their race.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, all right now.
And-
think that you a big one, big two, big three until you start talking about people who are actually superstars.
Right.
So play on the level that you playing on right now.
So I understand that and I get that and I actually agree with you when it comes down to that. I'm just very, because here's the thing. We have this, I guess, conclusion or this assumption when it comes down to the iconic figures or significant figures of today's generation in the moment. I think when we look at 10 to 20 years down the line, it's hard to tell.
No.
I
just don't think you understand what Michael Jackson and what Prince did and the impact that they had and the way people responded to them and
Okay.
like saw it. Like people would see Michael Jackson and
pass out. Same with Drake though.
No, not like the way. Like I'm talking waves. Like he could have 5-6 people.
Of people passing out. Droves of people.
Like crazy, and the way he just. It's
and
like
he is a biggest star.
enigma.
There is nowhere you will go and they have not heard of Michael Jackson. Like,
Bruh.
like it is literally
Till this day.
otherworldly.
I've heard.
And
I'm not gonna say I haven't. I'm not gonna say I haven't
Yeah.
heard of that. I've definitely,
died
and I've
in
never
2009.
heard that happen with Drake though. I
He
haven't.
died
I haven't.
15 years ago, and his music resonates with toddlers today.
You don't.
I'm
but
dead
you
ass.
don't-
Like
no,
I'm
no,
dead
I agree.
ass.
No, you don't think that Drake's music would do that at all?
I don't think that Drake is making
Oh.
timeless music. Drake is making popular music,
Okay.
but Drake is not making timeless music that
Eh.
evokes emotion on the same level with the same impact that Michael Jackson did.
But you don't think he's making timeless music though?
bro. You haven't listened to
No!
Thriller.
I have.
You listened to the whole album of Thriller?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay.
I haven't. But what about the single in itself?
It's not. The stuff is like, oh, like
Listen to
this
the
is,
album.
like this is cool. We're gonna hear this. Michael Jackson is making things like Man in the Mirror, like freaking. They don't really care about us. Earth Song. People are still, when it rains, people still go outside like Michael Jackson, like this. When it rains, he's been dead for 15 years.
Yeah.
How many artists are inspired by Usher, Chris Brown? There's so many big artists now who basically just grabbed from Michael Jackson, and
It's
that
so
kinda
insane
helped them
because
create the
none of
career.
them have the impact that Michael Jackson has.
There's always only one, man.
Y'all don't think that within the next 15 to 20 years that Drake would be in any comparison to that?
Not
at all?
Michael
No.
Jackson, no.
Not Michael
But
Jackson.
we not gonna
Who
we're
would
not
be
gonna
the
discount.
Who would be the closest to that?
Bro, there's nobody close
Nobody.
right now.
Nobody even.
Not right now.
No.
Mm.
No.
No.
Not even Kendrick. And I'm like, I'm not no number one fan or nothing, but like, no, it's just not. Michael Jackson on a different level, bro. He just is.
No.
He's just different.
Fucking Keith Sweat, nobody.
I can't even, and you know what, you guys, I can't even play devil's advocate.
I'd say Beyonce might be maybe the closest, but still,
Beyonce
MJ is different.
A celebrity to celebrities, and so like I understand, like people, like celebrities, like A-list celebrities are clamoring to try and take a photo with Beyonce. So she does have amazing star power. And Beyonce was also very much inspired by Michael Jackson.
Did you hear Cowboy Carter?
Huh? Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
We can have this discussion like.
Yeah. Okay, before you finish your statement, do you think it was better than Renaissance? No.
No.
Okay.
But I think that it was a history project. I think it was a dissertation.
Okay.
It doesn't have the impact with me that Renaissance had.
Okay.
But it's still a very solid work of art.
Valid. Okay. I just wanted to know what your intake was on. Takiro, appreciate the follow, bro. Thank you.
And Big LaBelle, big label.
Whoo, shit. All right, y'all. Do y'all want to go to the next line? Yo. What kind of music do you review?
Hilarious.
I know. What kind of? We review everything, bro. Anything under the sun. But right now, we're just going over all the diss that's going on in the
This nigga said, Metro, shut your whole ass up.
Lamar says, Drake is not MJ. MJ was different. Nobody, not even with Bey, and she's great. I agree, Lamar, bro. Like, I can't even cap, bro. Like, Drake was just, not Drake, MJ was just different, dog. Like, this nigga. I told
halfway.
I know. I told Swole and I told Janae that I was just going to play devil's advocate. If I do feel very strongly about a specific argument or a situation, then I'm going to argue it. But, like, I can't argue this. I can't even argue it. Bro, MJ was just different. And it don't matter how many number ones Drake surpasses MJ. It don't even matter if he surpasses MJ by, like, 10 songs, 50 songs, bro. I just don't see a world where people
this is on TikTok
look at Drake as if he was MJ. I just don't see that. It might happen, but I just don't see that, bro.
This is TikTok. He died 15 years ago.
15 years ago. That's facts. Yeah, I can't even see that. No. I'm just, this makes for great entertainment, man. It's great. It makes for great TV, dog. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Swole is like,
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.
Ah!
I'm the sixth guy, I'm the front runner. Y'all nigga manager was Charles' little blunt runner. Claim the six and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing, able bread out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas.
30 years old, just so you know. Earth Song was released in 1995.
for real?
People who were not alive when that song released are reenacting his music videos on TikTok.
And they gonna continue to do it too. Yeah. They ain't gonna stop.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
That was just a sassy bar.
Yeah, no, that was that. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums. We don't have to look up what he meant by that. We don't have to look that up. We can for sure skip that.
Talking about the Instagram thing or something?
Yeah, it's literally everything that I was talking about. I mean, unless you want to go over, you can. But like it was everything I was talking about.
I didn't know they all followed each other on Instagram.
Drums, nigga.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing to say.
That shit is just.
But it's like if somebody said that to 40 though, you would frown your face up.
Yeah, he'd be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Don't you talk about my friend like that.
Yeah, I'm just got y'all niggas manager was Chubb's little brunt. What does that mean? This is a shot at the Weeknd's manager, Cash XO. Drake is saying that Cash was a blunt runner for the head of Drake's security Chubbs. A blunt runner is essentially a personal assistant who would get weed, liquor, women for a rapper and his entourage. Oh, wow.
Right. He's saying that your manager was an assistant. Yes, people move up in the music industry. Next.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
It's like saying your engineer was an intern.
Right. Like, okay.
That shit was crazy. That was a crazy bar, nigga. That shit was wild.
So we're talking about people's past now. What did you do? Didn't you start out as Wheelchair Gimmie? Like, are people not able to grow?
He was making a lot of money as Wheelchair Gimmie, though.
Right, but it's just, you know.
All right. And when you boys got rich, you had to run. All right, let's keep going.
We listened to this part.
Oh, we did already? Okay, when you boys got rich, you had to front run. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing Abel bread out here tricking. Should we do it for the bitches? He doing it for niggas. What the fuck?
Okay, now, someone who says 21 years for me can't say nothing about niggas doing shit for niggas, okay?
I mean, here's the thing. When that bar came out,
no,
I don't think it was like intentional for niggas though. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the label.
Drake
I think the
many
public.
A bisexual bar. Okay?
He does.
So, like,
He definitely does.
He's hard in this rap, okay?
He does. But I think that he's just trying to appeal to the fact that, niggas is doing it for niggas and he doing it for the bitches. Which is,
It's crazy because he hates bitches.
I don't think that's the case. The weakest money to the men. Wait, is that the start of it though? As far as the explanation, Dre goes after Cash XO, which is the weakest manager. Okay, we know that. Stating that he gives high amounts of the weakest money to men in the form of tricking. Wow. Which describes when rich people fly women out and buy them extravagant gifts in exchange for sex. But even the women don't even give sex even after that, though. I ain't gonna cap. Drake also goes after The Weeknd, referring to the amount of features The Weeknd gave Future and Metro Boomin's We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You across the two albums. The Weeknd is featured in Young Metro, We Still Don't Trust You, and always be all to myself and always my fault. Drake states that with the amount of features The Weeknd has given to Future and Metro Boomin, he's generating a high amount of money for Cash XO. Future and Metro Boomin as the tracks will likely gain high attraction due to his featuring. Wow. It's a lot, man.
So is he saying that his manager is gay, or is he saying, what is he saying?
I don't get it. Maybe there's people out here that can break that down, but I don't know what shit we doing for the bitches he doing for niggas. I don't know what that means in reference to what.
I can't take him seriously when stuff like this exists of him.
You send me these all the time.
Wait, what Drake got to do with it?
You can't question nobody's sexuality.
No Drake slander will be accepted on this stream.
I'll send it to you, Sean.
All right, next line.
Jets, whips, chains, wiki. Spinning like you tryna fuck, boy, you tripping.
That's kind of insane.
What did he say?
Just whips chains, wiggle. Spin it like you trying to fuck, boy, you tripping. That's kind of
I don't
insane.
get it.
All right, so even though they don't have, I'm gonna break it down. They don't have a fucking breakdown for that bar. Or they have it for this one. This is a reference to Future's 2016 song "Wicked," which is produced by Metro Boomin. Wicked, which was a big song back in 2016, right? And Drake repeats the word "wicked." Spinning like you trying to fuck, boy, you tripping. Spin it is tricking. When you tricking, you trying to fuck to women. That's what that means.
You can't talk about anybody tricking when this nigga is like, I'm gonna buy a Birkin bag
This nigga
in every
rented
color for
stadium.
my future wife. Like, you are the ultimate trick. Shut up.
This nigga rented a stadium for a date.
Yeah, like, shut up. You are John. Get out of here.
So, but he's talking about in reference to Future.
He should be talking about in reference to himself.
He is. I think he acknowledges that.
So he dissing himself and Future.
No, he's not.
So
He's not dissing himself. He's talking about.
Like Eminem. If I'm embarrassing me, then I'm embarrassing you, and don't you dare say it isn't true.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, that's just what it is.
All right.
All right, so they're both tricks. Moving on.
Busy Chippendale, probably got your bitch Chanel. I just got them done, boy, don't make me at the Chippendale. Rolling loud stage, I would turn, that was slick as hell. Should've probably changed if his BM started kiss and tell.
I hate that. I heard that. Look, I haven't heard this whole diss, but I heard that, and I was like, Drake, why? Why?
Because he's sassy.
Why?
Don't make me have to chip a nail.
Right, exactly. So you're not really like that.
I'm not even gonna get.
You're not really like that.
I ain't go. He mean like
On
nigga.
his fingernails.
He mean like nigga. I'm a nigga.
No.
He mean like I'm a nigga. Don't let me fuck my fuck it. Don't let me fuck up what I got going on.
He just got
to have
his
to.
manicure done. He just saw his
Every
personal...
males get manicures.
Yes, especially Drake. He just got his manicure done by his personal nail technician.
Right.
In color, bubble bath, like the bad bitch that he is. And he would be very upset if you caused a kerfuffle and made him have to chip a nail.
Nah, you ain't have to use kerfuffle.
I did for Drake.
He's saying he a nigga, bro. And niggas, like,
This is the same nigga that says
real niggas, masculine niggas, hard.
Guys, that's that nigga, right?
Tough niggas get manicures too. And he like, nigga, I gotta handle you. So, nigga, don't fuck my nails up. Because, nigga, I just got them done.
There's just no tough way you can say don't make me have to chip a nail. There's no tough way. Drake is not tough, though.
Drake has been known to paint his nails.
I ain't gonna cap. I heard Drake was one of them ones. On Everything I Love,
What
I
do
heard.
you mean? What is one of them ones? Mean?
Like
Drake
he,
get peed on?
like he, like,
Did somebody pee on Drake?
like he really a real
Yes.
nigga. Like he really,
Somebody peed on
He
Drake,
really was in Degrassi.
right. But that don't.
But
He
I
really
mean,
grew up in the suburbs with his white mother.
Yes.
And
And
did
was
Drake really
lived
get
a
peed
pretty
on?
decent life.
I agree.
He really one of them ones though.
Right.
What's
but
that mean?
Really
but
one
when
of the
he
ones
get
that
but
somebody peed on and that he didn't do anything about it except for get extremely upset.
I get all that. But my whole thing is that once he got money, once he got bread, and once he became untouchable, he's like, hey nigga, I'm finna run this shit.
Is he untouchable?
So he did what Soulja Boy did. He went and became a blood, or tried to become a blood.
I mean, I don't know about what his gang affiliation or whatever that is, but all I
Chris
know
Brown.
is
He
that
spends a lot of money with Jay Prince.
I heard that nigga really do, like, he really push buttons. He really makes shit happen. And he...
Don't say that.
That's what I mean, hey, look, it's just a rumor. I don't know how real it is, but that's what I heard, bro. Like, he really push buttons and he really makes it happen. He really a nigga, though.
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
Those who really be pushing buttons end up in court, like Young Thug.
I mean, it's not like his name ain't came up in it. You feel me?
Yeah, anyway, any nigga who says that he don't want to chip a nail like that, see, like, Young Thug, like, is really like that. So, like, Young Thug will wear a dress.
We can't use him. We can't use him as a comparison because he definitely came out with a pink dress.
But I'm saying he had a dress on, but he's also really like that. And so you could talk about. Are you gonna say anything to Young Thug about
Right.
his dress?
So if we are gonna use him as a comparison,
Are you gonna say anything to Young Thug about his dress?
here's the thing.
Are you gonna play in Young Thug's face about him being in a dress?
Here's the thing. If we are going to do that, then we have to put Drake in the conversation because if Young Thug has a dress on and Drake paints his nails, they in the same category. They both fuck niggas up.
No, there's no proof.
Drake, right? Young Thug right now is in prison for RICO. That's a real serious case. And he was.
I don't even know if Drake has freaking traffic tickets.
We don't know. He might be so real he avoided them shits. All I'm saying.
I think that when you're that real.
Want to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's just go to the next part.
Let's go to the next part.
Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I be rocking every fucking chain I own, next visit, ayy. I be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say, drop your little midget ass, better fucking, ayy.
Has he not learned his lesson from talking about people's wives?
Alright, D-Shifts, could you read that one real fast for me, Swell?
Rolling out stage, y'all would turn, that was slick as hell. Shit probably change if your BM start to kiss and tell. Drake references the preview Metro Boomin and Future show that Rolling Loud of their track Like That. The version preview was an early version of the track not featuring the Kendrick verse dissing Drake. On the original demo of the song, there's a slight change in the lines. Rolling Loud stage, y'all would turn. Oh, that shit was slick as hell. Lucky that your dog, Lil BM, doesn't kiss and tell.
Sierra Project Kiss and Tell.
Oh, that's crazy.
Then we got Hugs and Kisses, man. Don't tell me about no switches. Hugs and Kisses refers to the Weeknd's label XO. Drake is saying that Abel is too soft to be talking about violence and guns on a song, as his label's name is often interpreted as hugs and kisses rather than ecstasy and oxytocin.
Light-skinned biracial niggas to another.
Drake is also referencing Kendrick's diss on Like That. Fuck sneak diss and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. Drake responds to the diss by calling out Kendrick's bluff, insinuating that Kendrick doesn't have any more disses in him. Provocation that aims to elicit a response. Whilst using Kendrick's bar about switches, Drake could also be making a double entendre about Abel switching up on Drake, having once been a close collaborator of his and even almost an OVO signee. This corroborates Drake's mindset about the diss on April 11, 2024, 2 days before the leaking of this song. Drake replied to DJ Academics asking him if he had any diss ready. I'm ready and waiting. I'm tired of all these bluffing podcasts calling this nigga. He gotta show me smoke for me and only me. I'm right there.
Well, I don't know if that was just complete. Like, I don't think that was in reference to DJ Academics, but maybe. Allegedly, people were saying that Kendrick Lamar already had a diss loaded and ready to go for Drake. And that Kendrick was like super duper calculated or whatever. And so Drake is just, I think he kind of just put this out as like a, you know, like a push, like for Kendrick to come out with whatever he got going on. Huh?
A what now?
Drake was saying that he's tired of all these podcasts saying that Kendrick got something like in the tuck or whatever ready for him.
That you said push, and it made me think about Pusha T.
Oh.
Let us get back for the back-to-back thing.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, or if like this is really a thing that.
The real bar is the I be with some bodyguards like Whitney, because he's talking about Kendrick Lamar's record.
There's also this line, I'll be rocking every fucking channel on next visit. Unlike that in which Kendrick's verse is full of shots at shots at Drake. K-Dot said, I got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Drake responds by saying he's not scared of 2 T's or Kendrick, snatching his chains by claiming he'll wear every one he owns next time he sees Kendrick, showcasing his confidence that Kendrick is lying.
Okay.
The fact that all these fucking bars got shit to him, bro. This is a lot, dog. Oh.
Just kind of skip to the ones that actually matter.
Fuck.
I'll be with some bodyguards like Whitney to flex his security. Drake likens himself to pop icon and actress Whitney Houston, who starred in 1992 romance the film The Bodyguard. This is in response to how Kendrick Lamar invokes his bodyguard on Like That when he rapped, I got 2 T's with me, I'm snatching chains, burns up tattoos.
Oh, damn.
This could also be a jab at Whitney Alford, the wife of Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, man.
She's featured on the cover of his 2022 album, guarded by Lamar and his concealed gun.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
People were also inferring that there's a potential that she cheated on Kendrick Lamar with his bodyguard.
Oh!
Okay. That's
said,
a mess right there.
All I have said is that why don't this nigga learn his lesson about talking about people's wives?
Bruh. And Drake don't give a fuck. This is what I heard, dog. I heard that when he get in disses, bro, he don't give a shit about shit, nigga. He going for the belt. He going below the belt, no Diddy. Like, this nigga going, he don't give a fuck about shit. He going for the wife. He going for the kids. He gonna send like a fucking postcard to the wife. Whoever your significant other is, nigga, he going for the jugular, nigga. He don't give a fuck. That's what I heard, Drake. That's what I heard this nigga.
How Janae got... Oh, considering that the album mocked early in the verse sees Lamar delve into his struggles with infidelity, this line may simultaneously be a veiled allegation of unfaithfulness against Lamar's wife. This wouldn't be the first time Drake mentioned someone's wife in a diss. Pusha T. Just keep playing with my nails.
Woo!
How you got the tea about the bodyguard and the wife?
That's insane.
I mean, on the internet.
Damn.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
Because rap genius ain't even got the tea. That's interesting.
Drake, what the fuck? Yeah. Alright, man. Let's keep going. God damn. It's gonna be a lot to edit. I ain't gonna cap. It's all worth it.
All right.
Drop and give me 50, ay, drop and give me 50, drop and give me 50, ay. Niggas really got me out here talking like I'm 50, ay. Niggas really got me out here rapping what I'm living. I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50. Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy. Spend that little check, you gotta stay up out my business, nigga.
Oh my God. Oh man. Oh man. Woo! Okay. I might have to take your latest girl a cover like I'm Ricky. Oh shit. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50. Every song. Okay, because I think Rick Ross is turning 50. Alright, we can't age shame when Drake, you almost finna be 40. So we can't age shame, dog. Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy, I think this is this is completely all a diss to Rick Ross. Spend that little check you got and stay up out my business. Okay. This is a jab towards Rick Ross, who unfollowed Drake on IG soon after Metro Boomin and Future dropped We Don't Trust You, which he appears on. Other than that, Rick Ross posted an IG story of him listening to diss towards Drake and like that. Rick Ross responded to the diss several hours later with Champagne Moments, which we're going to listen to after this, where he clarifies the reason for unfollowing Drake, which was that Drake allegedly sent a cease and desist to French Montana over a Metro Boomin produced collab on Mac and Cheese 5. Drake making it clear that he could make anyone's girl his and cuff them is a nod to Rick Ross' past career as a correctional officer in 1995. Damn, cuz. This is when I was born. Drake has also personally invited Christina Mackey, which I seen on IG, to Sunrise for the Stop of All, Where Biggest What tour, and she actually came. She actually went to that shit. She posted VIP tickets on her IG after Rick Ross unfollowed him. Wow. The Canadian rapper shares his shock over Rick Ross' decision to be involved with the beef because of his relatively mature age, 48 years old, and his chart success from Drake's contributions on Aston Martin Music, Stay Scheming, Diced Pineapples, and Gold Roses, as well as more when they are both featured artists, which is why I knew this is in reference to Rick Ross, because I remember when we had that conversation about the verses, when I was talking about Rick Ross and how
maybe
he pretty
it was
much,
Rick Ross.
They definitely
maybe that was the artist.
Dog, when I tell you every single song that Rick Ross played, I don't want to say every single song, but like he played a lot as like a servants to 2 Chainz, which is who he went against. As like, all right, I'm that nigga. I got these songs. It was all featured with Drake. You know what I'm saying? And then and the reason why I made that argument was because following that verses, I saw on the podcast, I forgot what podcast it was, but them saying this shows how much of an impact Drake has on the industry because he used the song. Because throughout the verses, we've seen that people use the songs that Drake was featured on as like a tuck. And like they're going to use that because they know that Drake's feature propelled their single and their career or whatever. Anyways,
I would say definitely their single. I wouldn't say their career, but
of course,
I feel what you're saying. Though. I get why you said it, but it was just not the best example.
No, you guys are right. When you guys mentioned all those other artists, I was like, God damn, y'all niggas got me on that one. But I can't refute that at all. Anyways, I can tell that all this shit was towards Rick Ross. All right.
Shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. We know why you mad, nigga. I ain't even tripping. All that little heartbroken Twitter shit for bitches.
All right, he's talking about John Morant there. John Morant always be hitting the gritty. I don't know what this was in reference to, though. Dre talks about known Memphis NBA player John Morant, known for doing a dance called the Gritty. Yep, known for being suspended multiple times with a gun. So, because John Morant responded to Metro Boomin's tweet regarding his Future's new album, We Still Don't Trust You, which was full of subliminals that Drake supported in the album. What did John Morant say? Stay on that side.
Yeah, he just saying, I think that Metro Boomin was like, pick a side, and John Morant was like, pick a side.
Oh, okay. So, and John Morant was in response to that saying, stay on that side. Like, so that was like saying like, kind of a response to Metro Boomin saying, okay, well, y'all stay over here. I'm with Drake. Is what he's saying pretty much? No?
No, Metro Boomin is saying, stay y'all stay on Drake's side, and John Morant is like, yeah, Morant is aligning himself with
Metro Boomin and Future. Okay, got you. The reason Morant may have sided with Metro, which is what you just said, is that Drake was rumored to have gone on a date with Ja's ex, Brooklyn Nicole. However, Drake makes fun of Ja for being heartbroken and running his mouth on Twitter. Damn, this nigga Drake, he not cool. Niggas don't fuck with this nigga.
This nigga just be fucking everybody.
My dog said, no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no.
Because he can't make none.
That shit crazy.
Why is he like this?
Dog,
like, he literally just keep doing
Wait
that.
a minute, dog. Wait, hold on. Wait, guys.
That's so weird.
Wait! This is just alleged. We don't know if this is real.
No, bro. It's too many situations. Like, this is kind of weird at this point.
He likes fucking behind famous dudes' girls. It's like, if you just want to fuck the dude, just say that. Like, it's okay to come out.
Wait a minute.
Come
Damn.
out.
Hold on, Janae. We don't know that.
This is kind of weird.
Okay. I'm just saying it's okay to come out. Like, he's very obsessed with women based on the men that those women have fucked. That's weird.
It's strange.
It's not solidified.
It's no coincidence here, man.
The best way for Drake to be interested in you is for you to have fucked someone that he know.
I'm gonna introduce my girlfriend to him then, so I can collab.
Jesus.
That's go. That'll be it. That'll get me in there right there. All right.
All the top dog dropping, give me 50, drop. In that fucking song, y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit been brewing in a pot, now I'm heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot shit was weak as fuck.
Not the biracials are fighting. The biracials are fighting.
I don't like that bar.
The biracials are fighting.
I can't like that bar. I won't like that bar.
Both of you guys have white moms. You're supposed to stick together.
I can't like that bar. I can't.
Go just went on tour.
It's J. Cole, dog, and it's J. Cole of everything.
Okay.
And I have.
Why is that? Because you're what?
I'm a J. Cole fan. Oh damn. Whatever. I mean, I'm loyal, dog. And so anything that goes against J. Cole is like not cool. So sorry, Cole. I'm sorry, Drake. I'm already trying to say the ghost name. I can't get behind with you. I can't get behind you on this one, bro. It's Cole of everything, bro. I don't even want to read it because I already know what that means. Unless y'all want to read it. Yeah.
Campaign tripping, he is not fucking easing up. Nigga calling top to see it, top want a piece of the top, want a piece of the top, want a piece of the. Nah, pussy, now you on your own when you speaking up. You don't roll beat to this, you not fucking deep enough. Begging cops or not, boy, you not fucking beating us. Numbers wise, I'm out.
Yeah, he put Kai in the mix.
That shit is insane. Come on, Kai, my dog. Kai made it in this motherfucker. Let's go, dog. My dog, Kai. Look. As a historical streamer, as a nigga that is fucking, the main nigga when it comes down to the Twitch streams and shit like that. And these are academics. Aw, she just fell asleep. That's cute. Who fell asleep? Thinking Drake drives himself around is kind of funny, right? Because we know he don't. I think this is dope. I think this is fire as fuck. Shout out to Kai and that, man. Obviously, we know what this means. This is basically them saying that Kendrick Lamar was trying to get Kai and that to play a song. I'm assuming, and maybe he didn't or whatever. But let's look at it. This is a shot at Kendrick and his record label Interscope. Interscope supposedly begged Kai and that to stream with Kendrick, as you can see in his video. Many rappers and artists go on stream with Kai for publicity before it dropped. As 21 Savage did a stream with Kai and that prior. His release of American Dream. Kai Cenat also, we should probably really react to that too. I ain't gonna lie, cause Kai reacted to Drake mentioning him in the diss. Yeah, I just don't know because Kendrick Lamar is in the same kind of like ballpark when it comes down to the mystique and like him not really being as accessible. He'll show up in interviews every now and then, but if the interviews he shows up in, it only be for like 2 or 3 minutes or whatever, then that nigga just does his shows and goes back into wherever he got going on. I don't see him being on a stream. I don't see him being on Twitch stream with Kai Cenat. This is just not in his ballpark. He's not really as visible. That's not his brand. He's not as visible when it comes down to that. So I just don't see Kendrick Lamar doing shit like that. I could see maybe his label begging Kai Cenat to do it, and I'm pretty sure Kai Cenat would be open to doing it, but I think this kind of falls into your point with saying something that would be surface level to others and then believing it, but then delving into the facts of what's going on, and it's like, is Kendrick Lamar really gonna want to go on stream with Kai Cenat? I don't think so. If his label,
that's not his demographic.
That's not his demographic. But then also two, even if that was his demographic, I still don't think Kendrick Lamar would do that shit. Period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This nigga don't even hang out with TDE. So I
don't even hang out with his demographic.
You know what I'm saying, dog? Like I don't see Kendrick Lamar even wanting to do no shit like that. You feel me? But to the average listener, maybe to the surface level listener, they'll probably think, okay, well, Kendrick Lamar is a part of Interscope or he's a part of a label, and I'm pretty sure he's just gonna, kind of go with whatever his label is talking about. So if his label tried to get up with Kai Cenat and maybe, I don't know, they'll think that or whatever. But I just don't think that that's necessarily the case. But I mean, it's a bar, so.
Here you not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here. You not fucking sneaking up. Cornball, your show money, merch money, feed us. I'ma let you niggas work it out because I seen enough. This ain't even everything I know. Don't wait the demon up. This ain't even everything I know. Don't wait the demon up. Drop and give me 50. All you fuck niggas teaming up. What you smoking on, Kendrick?
Oh, damn, stop it. Wait a minute. I know. Stop it. I know Academics is going dummy. I know he going dummy off of that little excerpt right there. I know he is, bruh. Now I have to see the fucking, cause y'all know I'm a DJ Academics fan. So I have to see the fucking reaction to that shit right there. The fact that he got, Later, not right now. Yeah, not later. Yeah.
There's only one nigga I hate more than Drake.
And that's Academics.
No, I probably don't dislike them equally, honestly.
Wait, Chris Brown?
I don't like Chris Brown, but I think that
Tory Lanez. No.
They all suck. Really bad. I'm like, damn, like all these niggas suck really bad. I don't know if I can rank them really, like.
Damn. What was the nigga in your head when you said it though?
No.
Do you not want to? You don't have to disclose it.
No. Honestly, like I was just talking shit or whatever. I can't stand the way DJ Academics speaks.
Yeah.
So I do not want to be here for that.
Got you.
But yeah, no, all them niggas.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Got you.
They can all go play together in traffic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane. People die when they do that. Okay. All right. Let's keep it going.
Bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG.
No, you weren't.
Damn. All right, guys.
Hi,
what?
KB.
KB, what's good?
Okay, hey.
Oh, Janae said, oh yeah, KB said, yo, that's what your response. Okay, yeah, there it is. All right, guys, so that's the diss track.
There were other bars, like supposedly, like there was like a Diddy bar, and people were like, yeah, he had to take that out.
Why? Oh.
Yeah, there was, because this is the second version. There was another version.
Oh.
And there was a Diddy bar, and people were like, oh, he had to take that bar out because Diddy kills people.
Oh, shit.
You gotta go play with someone safe.
Yikes.
Like,
Yikes.
All this ha ha ha, no Diddy, ha ha, that nigga kill people.
Lyrics from Demo. What teaming up with all of y'all falling like some dominoes. Bros turning hoes, dogs like I ain't got enough of those. I can't wait to see how far you niggas reaching to now. The closest thing you niggas get into a feature now. See what that mean?
You're not gonna do no more collaborations with them. Why is that difficult to understand?
Okay, it was highlighted, so I just wanted to see what that means. But yeah,
it was very clear. There was not an analogy there.
Yeah, nothing there.
There was no metaphor.
Backpedal gang, cause a few of y'all been reaching out. Y'all drew the line of what the fuck we gotta speak about. Get your fucking head tapped. You niggas got to get the peeking out. You had a song for years. Drop that shit and shut your mouth. Okay, obviously that's Kendrick Lamar. Shut your mouth, nigga. It's me twice in my big three. Had to leave you out. Damn.
Well, it says Drake claims to be aware of a full unreleased diss track Kendrick Lamar has allegedly made against him 4 years ago.
Wow.
This has been already speculated in the past, even recently by a popular Twitch streamer, Aiden Ross. Drake, by inviting his opposition to make a move, is subliminally threatening him, making clear he's more than ready for or possibly having more diss tracks ready to drop himself. Earlier in the track, Drake raps, "This ain't even everything I know. Don't wake the demon up.
This ain't even everything I know to wake a demon up. This ain't even everything I know to wake the demon up, nigga. This means that this nigga got the motherfucking 401, the fucking 911, the motherfucking 4. Oh shit. Yeah, that. Yeah, this means that this nigga had this shit. This nigga got the shits, and he's like, nigga, don't test me, don't try me. I'm Drake, nigga. I'm the best in the motherfucking world. You got me fucked up, nigga. I'm him. And he just fucking setting the basis, the ground rules, the foundation of what the fuck going on. This nigga ready to go, nigga.
Let's listen to what Rick Ross had to say.
Wait, before we get there, how do y'all feel about the track? What's the synopsis?
It was better than J. Cole's.
Now,
why? You don't agree?
Now, Swole.
Do you agree?
Wait, hold on. Before I answer that, why'd you have to go there? Why did you have to
You asked me how I felt.
And that's how you feel.
Yeah.
In direct alignment to J. Cole. It's not even the track by itself or what he said to Kendrick Lamar or what he said about Rick Ross, Future, Drake, Weeknd, or none of them niggas. It's in direct alignment to your co-host whose favorite artist is J. Cole. Oh. That's how you feel.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Who cares? He said it's better than J. Cole's.
That nigga Swole said, yep. All right.
How do you feel?
It is better than J. Cole's. It is. Okay? It is. All right? I don't know what y'all niggas want me to say, okay? At the end of the day, nigga, I'm objective. All right?
It's also not like it was super hard. J. Cole's diss was not really that great.
It wasn't the best. It was a little light jab or whatever, and even J. Cole said it when he was on the stage. He said, "Hey man, I just wanted to kind of jab at my nigga real quick and see what was going on, but like nigga, I don't even want to be a part of this shit." And he said it. Okay, he said it. All right, I'm aware, but like. I think this disc was fire. I think that it was dope. I want to hear it from front to back, without stopping everything and just kind of look at it in its entirety. I'm very interested to see what Kendrick has to say in response to this because Kendrick Lamar is a lyrical fucking juggernaut. But I will say that every single bar in this disc specifically was in reference to everybody that dissed him, and he put all them niggas into, and I'm talking about, I'm now granted, the only bar that we can clearly see was like directly in reference to a specific person was Metro, but everything else was subliminals, everything else was, specifically subjected to an individual rapper, and it was done in a subliminal way, and I think that shit was dope. That's what rapping is about. Granted, there was some mentioning of wives, there was some mentioning of girlfriends, there was some mentioning of sons, kids, families, etc., etc. But actually, when I look at this diss in its totality, it wasn't anything that was necessarily like, this what this nigga said, he finna kill this nigga. Like, I don't get that from this diss. I don't get that from any of the disses that I've heard, to be honest with you. I think this is one of those things where it's like, okay, there's fighting words in there, but like, it's music at the end of the day. It is fucked. Niggas will cross boundaries or whatever, but I very highly doubt that this escalates to the point to where niggas will start shooting at niggas or niggas will start killing niggas. I just don't think it's gonna elevate. I don't think it's ever gonna elevate to that point. There was boundaries that was crossed, but I just don't think that that's the case. But that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I think, again, hip-hop is a very competitive sport. Niggas is always going to try to claim to be number one, aside from J. Cole, which is fine, okay? He doesn't want to be number one. He's bowed out. He just wants to fucking drop his album and go home. That's fine, okay? I've told Swole that, like, niggas, they have their categories when it comes down to this musical space. Niggas just like to do rapping for fun. Niggas just like to, make rap for hobbies or whatever the case is. There's categorical spaces for each nigga in this hip hop space, and J. Cole has chosen his. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. You feel me? Cause not everybody needs to be number one and needs to be at the top or whatever the situation is, and J. Cole has acknowledged that, which it is what it is. So there's that. I'm very interested to see what Kendrick Lamar does in response. I will say this. If Kendrick Lamar releases a diss track in a fucking year, Drake won. I don't give a fuck how dope it is. I don't give a fuck how fire it is. I don't give a fuck subliminals, the double entendre, triple entendres, changes in flow, rhythmic cadences, melody, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck what none of that shit. If he releases this shit in a year, I don't give a fuck if he had a nuclear fucking like a bomb that he has to say on Drake or whatever the case is, that niggas will be like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. If he releases this next shit in a year, no, nigga. Year?
Why did you say a year?
Huh?
Why you say a year?
Because he didn't drop an album in 5.
It took Drake 3-4 weeks to come up with this diss track.
Right.
How long did it take J. Cole?
It's not even released.
Like, and he didn't even release it.
Like a week.
Leaked.
Like a week or a 2.
He didn't even mean to release this.
Rick Ross.
Bro.
Ish.
Come on now, bro.
Ish.
Come on now.
This
bro.
was calculated though.
We don't know. Allegedly.
Right.
We don't know that.
Right.
I want to go to Champagne.
Right. This is all alleged. This is all calculated. So maybe he did. But like maybe he did though. My whole thing. My whole thing is.
I agree with Lamar.
My whole thing is this. What Lamar say?
He wants Rose. Let's go to Rick Ross.
Rose. Okay, we'll get there. My whole thing is this. Yes, this was leaked. Yes, this was alleged, etc., etc. But it's not like Drake ain't owning it. If we go on IG and we see the shit that he said about Rick Ross and all that other shit, like he's owning everything that he said about this diss track and he's not running from it. So it's like he's owning this shit. It is what it is. We seen the response from it. Everybody fucking with it, etc., etc. My whole thing is this. If Kendrick Lamar does not come out with a leak, if he don't come out with a leak at least in the next year, if you come out with a leak in the next year, Drake won, dog.
That's insane, and that's unlikely. This is a beef at this point.
What you mean it's unlikely?
You basing it off of albums. This nigga done features. He done made music. This nigga can write a verse. He can write a song.
So
you're not finna come out with a diss track in a year. That's crazy.
I disagree. I agree. I don't think he's gonna come out with a diss track. I don't think that's gonna be the case.
Yeah.
But if he does,
but he not.
But in the hypothetically,
and even if he did, if that shit was fire.
No.
Hey.
No. It don't matter how fired.
Because this wasn't better than his to me still. The impact, the motherfucking rift that this shit just caused, like niggas didn't know or give a fuck. Really?
Say, like, first, all that nigga said was, nigga, boom. And everyone was like, ah.
Nigga, boom. Yeah.
the aggression that
I think it was the shock value, to be honest with you. Nobody's seen it.
Okay,
No,
like the shock
nobody.
Would be similar to the Metro shut your bitch ass up and go make some drums, nigga.
But
like it's like ha ha ha, like that's like it's a shock value like line.
Mm-hmm.
But like nigga, boom.
I think the shock value was definitely. I think it was.
Niggas bums.
It took us by surprise for sure. But I think everybody was anticipating this. I like the diss.
What?
Huh?
Anticipating what?
Anticipating
Drake's diss?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And so I think that takes the shock value out of it. That's number one. But then also number two, I think whatever nuclear bomb he has, he's calculated. I think this diss did exactly what it needed to do in terms of him calling out all the niggas that dissed him. That's number one. But then also two, he kind of created a concept in which it's embarrassing towards Kendrick Lamar.
No, not really.
They said that Drake not shooting enough shots at Future.
Well, this is the thing.
Smoke for Future right now.
Here's the thing. It's gonna be. I mean, he could have made this a 7-minute or a 7-minute drill. You know what I'm saying? He could have. He could have made this a 7-minute song or 8-minute song or whatever, but then I don't necessarily know what impact that's gonna have to address everybody in which the manner that everybody needed to be addressed. But everybody's going towards this nigga, so we gave bars for that nigga, get bars for that nigga, bars for that nigga, and bars for that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be kind of difficult to put all them niggas in there and all fit it into one. So I think this was calculated one, and I think this was the perfect way he needed to release this diss. I think what do you think? Do you think he should have dropped a nuclear bomb? Just if you got it, use harder.
It. You going up against Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Even if you was just going up against J. Cole.
Right.
This is the diss. Right. This is the approach you took. Mm-hmm. It's not good enough.
It's not doing it for you.
Even if this was J. Cole, J. Cole's finna murder you next time. He's finna go crazy. Kendrick's finna kill this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
It's raps. So I'm hoping that Drake has another diss.
Okay, I was gonna say it doesn't matter what Drake retaliates to in response to what Kendrick does after this. Mm-hmm. It's raps. There's no way Drake can come back.
There's a way.
Okay.
I don't see it happening.
Okay.
But anything is possible.
Yeah.
But this right here was not enough to me. Mm-hmm. For the artist,
what Kendrick Lamar can do.
For what Kendrick could do, or for what J. Cole could do.
Right.
If J. Cole decided to be like, you know what, fuck it.
I'm finna go dumb. Yeah.
He would kill this shit.
He would. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I'm like, this ain't enough.
I agree.
That's what they said. J. Cole was like, why would I lyrically battle? And y'all are airing out real personal issues.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm finna go home.
I'm going home.
He took his ball and went home.
He said, I'm going home. I don't want no problem.
That nigga. The street lights came on. He said,
my mom finna be tripping.
That might have been him respecting his wife right there.
No,
because he might have been like, ooh, they know some shit.
Yeah.
Let me just chill out.
Let me just relax.
They finna break up my marriage.
Oh God, and bro was just like, you know what? I'm finna just respectfully bow out. And I don't like the way that he bowed out. I just really feel as though he just didn't. He shouldn't have responded. I think. Oh my God, it's the best.
You want a plate?
Yeah.
You gonna love it.
I'm just getting snackish, but I don't want to keep just eating Cheetos. I should go home and eat.
Oh my God, KB said that the first time I've seen Swole get all uppity and shit.
Uppity?
Nah, Swole has definitely went crazy at a lot of during a lot of times during the stream for sure. I don't know, y'all. I love this, bro. I love the debate. I love the back and forth. I love the Drake trash. I love the Kendrick trash. I love the Cole trash. I love all of this shit, bro. This is what hip hop is for. This is what we need. I love this shit. This is what we need, bro.
Yeah.